This is Advent 3, joy, as in great happiness, in the words of the Cambridge Dictionary, or in the hymn of Isaac Watts, joy to the world, the Lord has come. This is the week when we take a bit of a break from the discipline of Advent, of thinking deep thoughts and seeking profound answers. It's the week when the Advent candle we light is not blue, but the single pink candle. And this is one of the 2 Sundays in the year when I get to wear my pink stole, made by a chaplain colleague, Christina, who puts her many talents to God's purposes and to the delight of the recipients. When joy takes over your life, it seems a bit arrogant to dissect and examine what it's all about. However, the Bible talks about joy and rejoicing and joyful. I haven't found an enjoyment yet, but that may be due to the fact that I tend to search the King James Version, and some words used today weren't about in the 17th century. Both Old and New Testaments offer wonderful promises of joy. From a simple instruction from Paul to the Philippians, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. The 16th Psalm speaks of living. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. John explains how we both give and receive joy. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full. And the wonderful practicality that the 118th Psalm offers. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Think about that. Each day you awaken to the Lord's doing. But what we make of that day is up to us. We can accept the invite to rejoice, or we can roll over and determine how awful the day will be. Weather forecast, foul, boss, miserable, breakfast, late and greasy, today's outfit at the cleaners, children squabbling, and that's all before one gets out of the front door. One has set one's heart on ignoring the opportunity of following the teachings and celebrating all that God has given one this day. A day of love and service, joy, fellowship, and challenges are on offer. But if one prefers misery over charity, sour looks over outstretched hands, well, that's your choice. It's entirely up to you. One can spread optimism or sow pessimism. It all depends on your commitment and perspective, on how you regard God's gifts. What do you want? How do you want to feel? Does your presence uplift others? Do you smile at strangers and welcome them into your church, community, home? Do you expect to give or receive? Whether your lives are filled with joy will largely be determined by your answers to those questions. That wonderful warm feeling that you get when you have been able to help others, made their lives better, or their day easier, it's unique. It cannot be replicated by anything else than the charity, the love of your heart and soul, reaching out without thought of personal gain. And that is the greatest joy of all. Advent invites us to contemplation, which led me to realize that my particular Christian joys lie in worship, particularly with others, and in singing again the hymns of my childhood. Nothing fancy, just ordinary, everyday things, which is where we live most of our lives. And for so much of our lives, we operate on automatic. There's so much we need not think about. Routine leads to ignoring much. We don't need to decide how to get to work each day. You grab the paper and out the front door, right turn, onto streetcar, off at station, onto subway, westbound, off, pick up coffee, elevator, door, good mornings, desk, sit, and on to the work of the day. Hopefully at that point, thinking and deciding begin once more. And where is the joy in all that? Where does God fit in? How about making eye contact and sharing smiles on the way? Holding the door for another? Amusing a fussy child rather than scowling at the harassed mother? Picking up a second coffee for an office mate? Standing so another can sit? Feeling the sunshine on your face as you wait for the streetcar is a bonus. Your day is off to a joyous start. After all that, it can only be a great day. Thankfulness brings joy, and we only need our pet's delight at our return at day's end to feel it. Of course, if we make a point of looking for things to give thanks for, we multiply our joy. The colors and the seasons, the love given and received, all that God has on offer for us. And so we rejoice. Paul, writing to the Thessalonians, said it all: rejoice always. May that ever be our life's motto, and let us always rejoice. And so I pray, Lord, open my eyes to embrace the opportunities to act as you would have me act, live, and love. And let the joy that is one of your wondrous gifts ever fill my life and heart. Open my eyes and let me see how I may serve your mission, and open the eyes of others to the joy of salvation, that all may ever rejoice. And so may it be. Amen.